Alrighty, so now that we're past the sort of aesthetic part of the video, I wanted to actually get into the chatting part. So some of what we sort of chatted about was in voiceover. This is now in real time, which means you're going to see a whole lot less moving around toasters. Which, by the way, these are so cute, but they cannot stick to anything. They just peel right off. So novelty notepads don't do all that much. So for Atlas, I'll cut to a video right here. He is working on overturning right now because me and him are not fully committing to the turn. This is honestly just notes for me at this point to remember to add in to the voiceover once we cut to the videos of me practicing it and our most recent runs so that I can point out what I'm doing wrong. So at our barrel lesson, we went ahead. Second up is Loki. So we're still working him in saddling. We're doing our positive sessions for the saddle horn and trying to get him used to us touching on it. I'll cut to a video of one of my more recent sessions. Also going to start working on backing him up. So backing up to mount. I don't know why I wrote it like that. That was just stupid. Finally, we have Mac. And we are working on him being told no. So how we're doing that, I don't actually have any videos, so I'll sort of just put some videos of Mac here as I talk. He's been struggling really hard with the term no recently. So what we're doing is we're going ahead and sort of just trying to get him to understand that no means no. And whenever I tell you to do something, it has to be done because I'm not asking. And I do ask a lot and I let them say no, but his no's are too big, so we're working on lessening the strength of his no and also making him understand that his no isn't always going to matter. Okay. So I want to put in 8 overall for my progress this week. We've made a lot of progress with Loki. Atlas, he's doing great. Mac, even him, he has tried to bite me a lot less this week. And yeah, so I'm going with an 8 overall. It took Mac 4 sessions for him to stop with his silly stuff. So that's the only reason why it's not a 9 or a 10. Happiness score. I'm really happy with how everybody did. Mac especially did way better than I originally thought he would. Because of his injury, it became clear that he doesn't understand that whenever I tell him that he has to do something, that he has to do it. So that's why we've been working so hard with it. And he's really been doing well. So how did training go? I'm going to go ahead and write down those notes. So Mac, less bitey, sorry for my handwriting. I'm trying to write all aesthetic, but that's just not how I write. I write god awfully. So yeah. Why do you think that happened? So for Mac, I'm going to write that it happened because we did it 2x a day for a week. Okay, next up is Loki. So for Loki, I do like how he did. We did have a pretty rough session when it was windy. I'll cut to a video right here. The notes I wanted to write on Loki is if it wasn't super windy, then we definitely would have gone much further. Other than that, I really do think he did really, really well. Even within the wind, I was able to get control of him and calm him down. So yeah. And finally, and that sort of connects to this, so I'm not going to write anything here. For Atlas, I'm just going to work on overturning more. Otherwise, for additional notes, I don't really have any for this day, so I'm going to go ahead and move on from that. Hi, VoiceOver Me here. So now we're going to go ahead and fill out our Monday morning stuff, and then we'll come back and fill out our Monday evening. So I spent about 20 minutes yapping on, so I'm going to really quickly tell y'all what I'm going to write down here. So at 1 o'clock, I have to go to the pool store just to pick up some chlorine. I also have a couple things to do, so I have to clean out the chicken coop. I think I have to organize the tack room, which I should write in just 1 second. I need to print posters for this market day that I'm doing. And I think there's one more thing. I'm probably writing it down now. I also have to go to work at 2. And yeah, that's it. Bye. Alrighty. Of course that fell out, but whatever. So, today I did do self-care. I was outside a lot, so I'm gonna add a little note. For my other, I'm gonna go ahead and write down meal prep, since I did a lot of that today. And I did move because I worked a lot of horses. All that great. So I circle them. You can also just fill them out. I should have done 3 more glasses. Maybe I'll just go and chug some real quick. I did clean out the chicken coop. I did saddle. I did not organize the tack room. But I did print posters. Okay, today I'm grateful for. I, of course, always write Mac. And my super wonky heart. And family. And then I like to write one event that I'm grateful for. So for this today, Mac really did so well within his session. So I'm going to write no bad behavior with Mac. Alrighty, I have returned and I've had my cute pen. So I met daily goals. I'm only on Monday, so I'm just gonna check that off. I did do it. And I did work horses Monday, and I'm going to do work. So I do work at home, and I'm just gonna use that. I'm also gonna fold this so it's a little bit easier to write. So I deserve credit for. So the space is just for a little doodle, and then you have all these lines to continue filling out what you deserve credit for. So for this week, it isn't the end of the week, so I can't do all that, but I can say that I deserve credit for working my horses and cleaning out chicken coop. Then finally making desserts for neighbors. So I made progress in prepping for Marcus. Hi, Emmy. Kiki. Come here. He's just gonna go hide underneath my bed. So completed goals. I am going to do the 19.0 barrel run. I did that. Okay. Then at the end of this, one silly thing that made you smile this week. So Roman, I'll cut to a video of Roman right here. Went ahead and attacked some of our farmhand's legs. So what he does is he jumps up onto the leg and will like bite it real quick and then run away. So he did that to a couple of our farmhands, and that was quite funny. Moving on to productivity score. So I think I did relatively well for a Monday. So I went ahead and put a 10 there. Happiness score, I'm going to go 10 as well. Horse health issue. So Mac, with his leg, it is healed up, but right now I still got to put power dust 1x a day. Then I get space to doodle, so if I want to just do some cute little hearts. Gonna write down Mac is a good boy. Yeah, so there wasn't any more treatment yet. This is gonna stay true for the rest of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed filling out the journal entries with me. I did sort of have to move things around so that y'all could see as much as possible. I'm going to be doing this every month, so this is the April edition. I will be doing the May edition next. Yeah, so videos coming up is the countdown year 2. The countdown is where we count the days down to Mac's birthday and do a session with him every single day showing y'all what we're working on. So make sure to check that out. It should be coming up. His birthday is the 19th, so it should start the 14th. So make sure to watch out for that. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Bye!